Hi everyone, welcome to Madhuram Investment. Myself Ramesh Sahu, and today we are going to talk about a very important topic in a stock market, that is dividend and dividend yield. This topic is like every investor like, because this is like a cherry on the top. And in this session we will also see uh, ex dividend date and the dividend announcement date, because a lot of people are confused between these two dates. And at the end we will see a dividend and dividend yield calculation of ITC. So before I start with this session, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and press bell icon. So let's learn, earn and enjoy. So let's see what is dividend. Company distributes portion of its profit to the shareholder is called dividend. So whatever profit company makes, they will share some part of it to their shareholder, because they are the people who have put their hard-earned money in the company. So they have to get some profit or some earning from this. So that's why the company pays the dividend to their shareholder. So let's understand this with the example. Let's say companies per share earning, that is earning per share is 10 rupee. So in that case company might give 4 rupee or 5 rupee as a part of a dividend, and remaining amount they will use for growth and acquisition purpose. So this is how the company distributes their dividend. So next part is how dividend is calculated. I mean, there has to be some logic of how dividend will be calculated. So let's understand this with an example. Let's say the company share price is 100 and company announced a dividend, annual dividend of 50%. So what do you guys expect? You expect it should be a 50% of the share price? No guys, it won't be. So here come the new member in this, that is called face value, which we have already discussed in our previous sessions. So please have a look in that video. I will mention that description, that link also in the description box. So face value, so dividend is always calculated based on the face value. So let's say the company had announced the 50% dividend. So in that case it is going to be the 50% of the face value. So the dividend value will be 5 rupee, that is the 50% of the face value. That is, this is how the dividend is calculated. So now we know how dividend is calculated. So let's see when we are going to get a dividend. There is some criteria to get a dividend. So let's understand that. So first one is dividend announcement date. Let's say the 1st of January when company announced a dividend. Okay, and with that the ex dividend date is calculated, that is 15th of January. So when I'm going to get a dividend, is it a dividend announcement date or ex dividend date? So the logic is you have to hold the stock in your demat account till the ex dividend date. A lot of people thinks that the dividend announcement date is the date when, if that stock is in your demat account, you are going to get a dividend. No guys, it is not dependent on the dividend announcement date. They might have announced a dividend 3 months or 4 months before also, but the dividend X date which they mention on that, that will be a date when they will calculate and they will see whether that stock is in your demat account or not. If that stock is in your demat account on the X dividend date, then only you are going to get the dividend. So let's see how company, I mean how many times company announce a dividend. See, it depends on the company how they want to announce a dividend. Some company announce dividend every quarter, some company announce dividend biannually, that is 2 times in a quarter, in a year, and some company announce a yearly dividend. So this is how the dividend is, you can get a dividend and a company announce their dividend. So let's see a dividend calculation of ITC. I'm using money control site to see the dividend calculation of ITC. So here first I will see the face value of a company. So the face value of a company is 1 rupee. So let's see how much dividend they have announced for this year. So the dividend announced, they have announced 1015% dividend. So for 1 rupee, 1015% is 10.15 rupee per share. So this is what the dividend is, and they have announced this dividend at 194.10 price. So let's calculate the dividend yield. So my dividend per share is 10.15 and my share price was 194.10. So my dividend yield comes to 5.23%. That is what you can see over here. So this is how the dividend yield is calculated. So thanks for watching and please subscribe this channel.